All right, welcome back to Right Life Draw. All right, I'm off camera for a minute here because I had to do a little fixing in the background. What's up? Shoot, I'm excited about this. All right, let me set the clock, folks. All right, I gotta get the hour, the minutes. All right, let's do it. First of all, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. If it's your 20th or 104th time, thank you for coming back. I'm gonna have to close it. I have to actually go over the addresses here and whatnot. All right, hold on a second, folks. So if you haven't been to the channel before, this is Right Life Draw. My name is Manny. Nice to meet you. Welcome aboard. Of late I've been uploading a lot of tutorials of how I do what I do, as far as artwork is concerned, inking, penciling. There'll be more of that coming up. So I think I'm able to mention name. This is going to be an unboxing, by the way, of a drawing, but I need to actually just cover up the sender's address. All right, Doc, if you're listening, thank you. All right, so there we go. So the sender is a gentleman named Joe Garceau. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And okay, hold on a second, folks. We're gonna have to do a. Let me see if I can do this. Pause. Trying something new on with the equipment. All right, folks. Welcome back to Right Life Draw. I finally got myself situated here after, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 times trying this. I had to put the tripod up and the camera at a downward angle. It's just chaotic as hell. Anyways, this is an unboxing of this gentleman's artwork. His name is Joe Garceau. I call him Doc. You can too. All right, on that being the case, let me give you some samples on Facebook of his artwork. There you go. That's a great piece that he did of the Thing. He might not think so because he may have had a comment on that, but look at that Daredevil. Awesome stuff, right, folks? All right, let's, and then, of course, he's over at Maryville Road, Schenectady, New York, doing this was August 23rd, so it's already passed, but there you go. You can see a sample of his page there. Anyways, that's enough of that. Let me cross over and then get to explaining what I'm about to explain. So this is an unboxing of a piece of artwork that he had done, and I particularly told him, hold on, let me get it in view here. All right, folks, I'm trying very hard not to move anything. All right, so here we go. So you know who it's about. He actually did the cover to the alternate cover to, hey, how y'all doing? To Nottingham, which is a reprint of issue number 1. Let's see if I can find it here on his page. There we go. You can see it there. And then he also did a Dick Tracy cover. All of this is for, I think it was the first one was for Dynamite or Mad Cave. I think it was Mad Cave. And then I think there's a Popeye. Hold on a second. I just heard something. Oh, man, something's wrong. All right, never mind, folks. I thought I'd had an accident with the camera. Whew. Well, good to know that's not the case. All right, here we go. We're going to make this as sweet as we can, as fast as we can. By the way, if this is your first time on the channel, thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere else, but instead you chose to stop by here. Excuse me, just lost my voice. Stop by here. I got to set this timer up. All right, I got a timer for about 10 minutes. Figure that now we've got the noise in the background from the cafe. Anyways, so if you can go to his Facebook page, you can see all of his artwork there. He's fantastic. I highly recommend him. Send him an email. Tell him you like to get a commission from him. It's just fantastic work. Anyways, not to put all that out here. This was the cover that he did for Popeye. I believe that's going to be, shoot, who is this? I can't remember the publisher. I'm sorry. Whether it's Mad Cave or it's Dynamite. It's just a beautiful cover of character of Popeye, which I love. Popeye looking his meanest and bloodiest. Fantastic. All right, enough of that. Let's give it a break. So I've already, blocked out the addresses, the necessary ones. Welcome to Right Life Draw again. My name is Manny. And of course, this is Joe Garceau, but we call him Doc. And like I said, you can too. So let's do this unboxing. This shouldn't take very long. Let's do this. I've been waiting for this for a while. So there was a piece of artwork out of the many that he's done. The doc just has some great stuff, and I'm an artist myself. I draw ink, so does he. He colors more often than I do, I think, these days, but I got to get back into coloring. I'm working on it. I've got a day job, and a half, and that takes up a lot of my time. So I do this on the fly as best I can. All right, let me see if I've got. Why am my timer keeps going out? I've got to get a new one. All right, well, so he bound this up pretty well. Okay, Doc, not how I would have done it, but it doesn't mean that it was put together badly. It just, oh no, yeah, he did. You see, he sealed it in stone. Well, cardboard. Let me make sure there's some information here we are going to cover up because it is a matter of keeping someone's privacy, namely mine. All right. So as you can tell here, I'm going to show it to y'all. It just has my name on it and some other information. All right, so this was a drawing of Superman, 11 by 17 in size. I'm sorry, folks, but my timer keeps going on, and I don't know why. All right, let's just keep going. I'll keep an eye on it. It makes me want to constantly... Why would it turn off? I got to do this on camera. Sorry, folks. Maybe if I do... No, that's a low light. Okay. Let's see if that works. All right. Here we go. Let me see here. All right, I've got the classic painter's tape. Usually I use blue, but I've used the green as well. And I'm hoping that when I open this up for y'all, that I'll be able to... By the way, though I do unboxings of graded comics and raw comics, which I love, that's never going to die. I love nothing more, or right side by side, the original artwork of comics. So, I mean, it's not just what I draw, but also I'm really inspired by other creators, like, the Doc over here. And he's in upstate New York. He just does fantastic work. He had that, he just had gotten that opportunity to do a cover for Nottingham, which, you know what, this is bugging me. Hold on, folks. Who did that? I wish the Doc could reach through the screen and just tell me, but I think it was Popeye was, I'm assuming it was I don't even know who has the contract to do these characters that are anymore. I can't find it. You know what? Let's just do it on camera Google real quick. Who prints? Hold on, folks. All right, it says recent releases Popeye comic books are published by Massive Publishing, which is partnered with the character owner, which is King Feature Syndicate. That's what I forgot. However, over Popeye's long history, different companies have published his comic books, which obviously we know the last one was IDW Publishing from 2012 to 2017. So now it's Massive Publishing. And okay, I've seen Massive's logo before. So there it is, partners with King Features. So that Popeye cover must have been for Massive Publishing. And then, of course, the other one, I believe, Nottingham was for Mad Cave Studios. All right, enough of that. We've got a few minutes left. And you came here to see the unboxing to begin with, not a current play-by-play of which comic book company owns the rights to publish what characters. But hey, I want these brief guerrilla style unboxings to be informative as well. All right, let's make sure we don't damage anything. And we're going to give you the first look. Luckily, I opened it up from the back side. Jeez. Yeah. I like the fact that it's hard to get into, because that means it never moved from the position the Doc put it in when he mailed it. And it is, I don't want to peek. I mean, I do know what the image looks like, but these things, especially when done by the Doc, it just looks so much better in person. Hold on, folks. All right. I don't want to bend it on a Bristol board. That's usually what we comic book artists use to draw comics in. For those of you that may not be into the details of how that works, or maybe you're getting into art and you're trying to find out what materials to buy. And it wasn't always that way. I was recently talking to I just dropped something. Oh man. I dented the corner, but it's okay. It said, Manny, thank you for all the support. Joker, so the doc, Dr. Gonzo. Look at this, folks. He sent me a spiffy little, there we go. Well, look at this. Oh, wow. A little freebie there. A little extra love. I appreciate it. Thanks, Doc. Appreciate you so very much. I love this Doc Doom. This is like a sample of his works. And the Hulk, come on, folks. That's incredible. Yes, I know that's corny as hell, but it's true nonetheless. And then, of course, Phoenix. Well, that crazy, wild 1960s, 70s looking Joker. And, of course, the back, it's just a few pages, is of Spidey and Venom or Carnage. It looks like Carnage. Could be either one. Doesn't matter. It looks fantastic. I'm going to say it's Carnage. This one is Venom with Spider-Ghost. And I never really got into the character, but don't know a lot about Spider-Gwen and all that. But this is fantastic. This is fun. All right, folks, hold on a second. This is going to be the unveiling. We've got a few minutes left. Dun, 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 dun. I'm moving against the clock. I'm trying to get there, but without creating any wrinkles or any dents on the board, because then that would defeat the purpose of all this great wrapping that he did. And I'm trying not to peek, which is, he put that in the middle. We're going to have to talk about this, because if you put the tape on the inside all the way down into the middle, I can kind of see it. I'm trying not to look. Or is there there's a freebie here. No, it's just the folding of the plastic. Boy, I'm glad you heard from me here, because I usually don't have. Like I said, I'm glad this is a little troublesome to open up. I kind of scanned it a little bit. I kind of took a peek. Let me try to get this off. Oh, he used a giant bag. That's why. Or did he? No. Okay, you're still going to be the first ones to see the full image before I see it. All right, here we go. You ready? You're all like, we've been waiting for like 4 or 5 minutes, whatever it's been. All right, here we go. Look at that. Is that awesome or what? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now let me take a look at it. Right side up. Yes. Oh, wow. That is as amazing as it looks. And yes, folks, I actually paid for it. I know the doc, but, we don't have it like that. We have to support each other as artists. So, again, that's the fee or whatever he charged. That's up for him to discuss, not me. But if you're interested in his artwork and whatever the prices may be for any particular piece, please give him an email, give him a call. Actually, email him, I guess. And so this is, he originally said that this was called, I guess he titled it that, Superman Walking Over Water. But it could be near outer space, above the Earth. I can actually see a planet here. But I actually love the idea that he's just sort of hovering above the open sea in deep thought. This is going to be treasured, highly treasured. Now, folks, let me tell you something. I've been wanting to say this for a while. And then, of course, I got his signature here, Dr. Gonzo, in ink, which I love. I think I did ask for that, and I prefer other artists to sign all their works, whether they're gifting it to me, they're selling it to me, or they're doing a commission for me, however that works. Anyways, I don't know if I can prop this up while I'm speaking, but I'm kind of put that up there. Hopefully you can see it all. My thing that I wanted to share with you all was, I'm amazed at how many people like art, especially like this type of art, comic book art. And then they get into this issue of, well, is it John Byrne? No. Is it Jack Kirby? No. Is it Kevin Nolan? No. Is it the next hottest artist? Is it McFarlane? No, it's not the Todd Father. The art is art, and good art, well drawn, well executed, great draftsmanship like this doesn't come around very often, and it's not everyone that can do that. So it should be appreciated on its own merit. Whether someone is famous, quotation marks famous, or not, shouldn't matter. But I've met a lot of people in this business dealing with this issue of like, I mean, prices are gauged, and I understand why. I just don't agree with the why. The prices of certain original pieces of artwork like this are going to be gauged by how famous someone is. There could be someone famous, quotation marks again, up in midair, that could do a shoddy job, and it could sell for, $5,000. And then a beautiful piece like this, which is well thought out, I might add, could sell for a couple of hundred. It's like, yeah. Or you might want to sell such a piece, and someone doesn't want to buy it because it looks really good, as I've been told. But has he published anything? Has it been published? It doesn't have to be published, in my opinion, for it to be good art. Again, I'm an artist, so I'm biased in that department. We're running out of time, so we're coming to the close of this episode. Hopefully, the mics picked up all the sound correctly. Man, I love this. I love the fact that the red is perfectly red. It's not too dark, not too light. He gave him a golden shield. Everything else falls into black and white, and the ocean blue is all you really need. Red, white, and blue, and yellow. Thank you for the lettering, Doc. It looks great. All right, folks. That was my unboxing. I thank you all for being here. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And I will see you all, as always. We're going to do the housekeeping. So if you haven't been here before, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Hit the bell for notifications. And by all means, subscribe to the channel. If you've been coming around before, skulking in the shadows, not certain what to do, but you've enjoyed the views, because I can see from the back matter, the back office, that some of you are viewing this stuff but not subscribing, please consider subscribing to the channel. It would help help the algorithm move it forward to other like-minded folks. All right, so there you go. Last view. Timer's up, and it's telling me to shut it down. So I will. And let me clear it and stop that. And on that note, folks, take good care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you all, as always. What? Where's my remote? Wait a minute, what? Hold on, folks. Oh, there we go. I got to use it, right? We'll see you on the next one.